go to Carolina.
Proud to be a South Carolina Farmer is a new series highlighting the backbone of America, farmers. We'll be traveling through the Low Country's back roads to show you an up-close and personal view of their day-to-day lives. Farming is not just a job for these families, it is a way of life.
Let's go to Carolina. We could start a new life.
Welcome back. We're here with Chef Jeremy, so he can show us his amazing strawberry treats. So Chef Jeremy, if you'll tell us a little about your background and how you got started as a chef.
Well, I think like most kids, I said, Mom and Dad, can I get some money? And Mom and Dad told me go get a job. So I started out washing dishes on Sullivan's Island at like 15. And from there, I kind of remember peeking into the kitchen and watching the guys kind of cook. And the restaurant bug bit me, and I've never really left the restaurant.
Yeah.
I tell people the funny thing is I might own this place, but I still wash dishes.
Right.
You know, so part of the past that's never really kind of left me. But I think when I was young and you wanted money, that's what you did as a young person, was you went to a restaurant. Nowadays there's a million other ways to go make a buck, so it's kind of, you don't see as much of the younger crowd coming in, but that's how I got started.
From the ground up, huh?
Still there.
So then how did Bexley get started?
I think like most cooks, you know, you dream of owning a restaurant, or as most chefs, you kind of want to cook your food. And after many years of working for other people, I quickly, I guess not quickly, but after so many years, it came to me that if I ever wanted to cook food my way, I would have to own the place. So, you know, I kind of started working very hard at getting somebody to believe in me, to give me some money. And yeah, so we opened this, and that was really the only motivation, was to cook my food. I don't know, I had cancer 4 years ago, so I kind of felt like this was all borrowed time. I was on a steel table about to be radiated, and it dawned on me that it didn't matter what color my skin was, what I did for a living, or how much money I had in the bank. I was still on that steel table, so that's kind of how I live my life today. I remember riding around with Mike back there, who's making the bread right now, and him asking me if we wanted to really do furikake and crab fat caramel and all these kind of strange things in Somerville. And my response was, yeah, you know, this is kind of my one shot, and either we're gonna fly high or we're gonna crash and burn, but I can at least say I did it. And
That's right, you tried.
A year later, we're still doing it, so.
Yeah, well, there's so much amazing chatter going around about Bexley, and we're really excited to have you here.
Well, I feel very,
come to you.
Well, I feel very fortunate to have y'all. And as I say, you know, the town of Somerville has been very, very good to me. They believe in what we do. Our guests have become part of the fabric of what we serve in our restaurant, from the plates that we serve food on to the wonderful berries that we get from you, the melons. It is really amazing, the community as a whole that has kind of come together and has really supported us.
Right. So yeah, you are located right here next to the square, in the center, in the heart of Somerville, and you do have access to the farmers market. I don't know how much you get to visit over there.
Saturdays, I like to go kind of walk, and we'll kind of see what people have. A little bit here and there. There's a wonderful lady who makes bread over there that I worked with, that I like to go and kind of chit chat with from time to time. Her name is Claire. Yeah, I mean, kind of depending on what we're looking for, it's nice to have that in our backyard. Yeah.
Just having a passion to connect and collaborate with farmers is very unique. You know, all chefs, I don't say, would have that, because it's kind of sometimes easier, right, to mark off your checklist and have it dropped at your door. But the relationships and stuff that we build is always very special and unique for us.
I think that's what makes it kind of, you know, as I said, when you bring me berries and they still have pollen on them, I mean, that's something kind of very, very special. And my servers, they buy into what we're doing here, and we sell that. I mean, that is who we are, you know. And it is very nice to put a face with a name. You know, they talk about Karen at Hickory Bluff, they talk about Ray, they talk about all these people, and it is neat to see the connection kind of come full circle. 3 biggest compliments that I get inside of this place is A, the food's great, I love it. B, we love your playlist. We take music very seriously inside of here. I think it goes very hand in hand with what you're eating. For years, I never got to listen to music, so now we listen to music.
Jam.
We do, and it's a very eclectic mix, but we definitely take it serious. There's some posters on the wall of certain artists that we like, artists here locally that we like, and then the other thing that I get a kick out of, and I ran into two people today. I stopped by the Harris Theater for me before I came in here to get some food at the house for tonight, and they mentioned how great my staff was.
Yeah.
And that is, I mean, I will tell you, that is the best compliment I can ever get. You
That's
know,
a big one, yeah.
it is
Super important, I feel.
Without them, this doesn't happen. You know, and I'll go to tables and I'll talk, and they say, "Wow, this is amazing," and I have to look back and say, they're the ones doing it. I mean, they really are. And it's, I think a lot of people try to think about what they don't have or what they want. And I always try to think about what I do have, you know, and what I do have is great people. And
Yeah.
it's super important. And I just want to say thank you to all the people that work here at Bexley. I love you.
It definitely takes a team. So we thank you for sharing your story with us today, and we're super excited to see what kind of treats you've prepared.
Well, it's been a lot of fun coming up with something completely different. I've never actually made this dessert or plated this dessert, so maybe you can help me and we'll make it super cool.
When we come back, what Chef Jeremy does with the Hickory Bluff Berry Farm strawberries will blow you away.
In Carolina, 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 Carolina.